Alright, y'all. Comic Book Trap House. We're back again with another one. In your face. Man, post Avengers Endgame. I know everybody must have had a chance to see it by now. All the real ones have definitely seen it by now. So, before we even get started, needless to say, spoilers abound coming in this video, you know what I'm saying? It was a crazy cap off to all 22 films, or 21, 22nd, I don't know, whatever. The number is crazy, but man, what an amazing end off. How many emotional moments, how many crazy battles, just tie-ins, and a balance is paid to so much stuff that happened in the last 10 years with the films, man. Bravo to the whole Marvel team, Disney, and to the Russo brothers, everybody, Kevin Feige, everybody that came together and made an incredible series of movies. You know what I'm saying? I mean, damn, that was a straight up series of films that all tied together. That's the first time anything like that's ever happened in movie history. And, you know, you can say it'll never be done again, but they're about to do it again. They're not stopping. This isn't the end of the road at all, you know? So, big up to the next phase. But this particular video right here that I'm doing is about the particular comic books that I think have some pertinence to the film. You know, some of them are definitely direct. Some of them are, you know, just kind of, you know, tangent, you know, touches on what happened here and there. These aren't necessarily books that are going to be on fire, blowing up in value or anything like that. Some of them, you know, are catching a little bit of value, you know, because of the movie and things like that. Some of them already had value because of their key instances. But of course, the movies make some of these books catch a little heat, you know, every time. These are some of the originals that I've got. I've got a couple of little True Believers thrown in there just for comparison to something. One of them I actually don't have, but needed to talk about. But these are dope books, you know, that I think are definitely relatable to the film. Some of them, like I said, just are cool references to things that happened in the movie or titlings or things like that. Not necessarily key moments, but others are. But these are the books that I actually have in my collection that I think are pertain to the film. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Before we do that, in our first book, please hit the subscribe button in the corner over there, over there, wherever the hell it is. As you can see, we have the brand new comicbooktraphouse.com website that we have all of the different elements put together in one, from the Instagram to the YouTube to the t-shirt sales and all that good stuff, you know. So head over to comicbooktraphouse.com, check out that stuff. Follow us on Instagram at comicbooktraphouse. You see the address over there. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave us a comment, you know. We're just trying to build this young YouTube channel, do what we do, and, you know, just come and give y'all what's happening from this type of perspective, you know, that's all. So let's go ahead and get some of these books up. The first one that I have right here, as I said, this doesn't really have too much to do with the film, except for just, you know, some references to the title. This is Avengers number 71 right here. Old school joint. The name of this particular book, the title of this book is Engame. Let me go ahead and open it up. Thought this was cool. This book right here I've had for a long time. I found it in a dollar bin a while back. It's in absolutely horrible condition. Take a look at that spine right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my God. It's like re-stapled by somebody, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, stuff like that, I just wanted it, you know. I'm not worried about the condition and value. This is just a nostalgic find for me. As you can see right there on the inside cover, the title of this issue is Engame. You know what I'm saying? The Mighty Avengers. This came out way back, you know. This is number 71. This is like, what is it, 69 or something? I don't know. What year was this, man? I can't even tell. Yeah, 69, 1969. But I just thought it was cool because the title of this issue was Endgame. So who knows? They might have referenced this at some point. True Believers, the series that reprints all the old school books and significant issues and stuff like that, came out with an issue reprinting that particular one a couple months ago right there. They changed up the cover a little bit there, as you can see from the original, but they usually get it pretty tight, you know. Some cool stuff. So I thought that was, you know, pretty cool to have, you know, just as kind of a momentum to the movie. So as we move on, let's get into some bits and parts of the Hulk's involvement in this film. Now, you know, I just want to say, first of all, you know, I understand, you know, the whole Professor Hulk thing and all that good stuff, man, but I wish they would have let Hulk loose a little bit more in those two films. I mean, I know he got busy in the beginning of Infinity War, he got his ass whooped right quick, and that was it, man. We didn't really get to see too much hulking out for the next whole two films, you know. He didn't smash shit. You know, I mean, I definitely appreciate Professor Hulk and things like that, man, but I definitely wanted to see some more booming and bashing from the Hulk. But on that note, I'm gonna let y'all know about What If #2. This was back in the day, 1977. This is the second issue of a great series that Marvel started that kind of took the stories of Marvel characters and put them in alternate realities, you know, about, you know, what if this had happened, what if that had happened, you know. And this particular issue looked at what if Bruce Banner what if the Hulk had the brain of Bruce Banner from the beginning, you know. And that's kind of an allusion towards the Professor Hulk, you know, because that's what he's about, you know, a balance of both of their brains. This was kind of a look at that way before they actually came down with the Incredible Hulk #377 right here, which is the first appearance of Professor Hulk. You know, this book right here is kind of pivotal, you know. It brings about the Professor Hulk, which we saw come about in the movie. They kind of brought him about abruptly in the film, you know, in that little diner scene. There wasn't too much explanation about it other than Banner just saying he did it. But I thought this was definitely significant, not only in the fact that Professor Hulk is a part of this issue, but people don't really talk about the fact that Professor Guilt was also a part of this issue. You know what I'm saying? Professor Guilt was a part of Banner's persona that, you know, just blamed himself for everything. And if you think about that in the movie, you know, when they were at that diner table, he was blaming himself for all that shit. You know, if you remember that scene, he's like, you know, first the Hulk lost, and then Banner lost, and we all lost, something like that, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he's just like trying to put all the weight on himself. That's the manifestation of the Guilt Hulk. Banner's guilt, I think. So they touched on both of those, you know. It's another one. Chalk it on up. So we can continue to move on, man. Don't forget, subscribe, please, you know what I'm saying? If you like what we're seeing, comment. Let me know your thoughts, you know. If you got something to add on. I'm sure, you know, there's so many different instances. There's plenty of books that I don't have that pertain to the film. I'm just going over the ones that I do, you know, that's all. Please let me know in the comments the ones that you have and other stuff that you might not even have that, you know, pertain to the film. Let's just, you know, keep that subject going. All right, let's moving on. This one right here, this is a variant. This is the original A cover, but this is Steve Rogers' Captain America #1, the hip hop variant right there. This is actually depicting Jay Dilla's Donuts album cover. Rest in peace, Jay Dilla. All my heads out there. All right, this one right here, the reason I put this up is, you know, like I said, you know, it's nothing story-wise actually directly pertaining to the film, but something happened in this that kind of happened in the film. There was a lot of controversy over this issue because Captain America kind of had a different story where he was somewhat of an agent of Hydra in a way. I don't really know the whole details of it, you know, because, you know, I didn't get too far into it. But near the end of this issue, Captain America, well, at the very end, he yells, "Hail Hydra." And that sent people into a whole shitstorm. A lot of controversy, you know, after all these years that, you know, how could you make Captain America Hydra agent and all this type of stuff. But in the film, you know, it was definitely for a completely different reason. And we just heard Steve Rogers say "Hail Hydra" in the movie, you know what I'm saying? Just to disguise himself because he knew what was up from knowing the past, from being from the future. But in this particular issue is where Steve Rogers also says "Hail Hydra," which is, you know, to me, pinpointing. Keep it moving. This is something that's pretty amazing. That was a huge part of the movie, man. Oh my God. In that big battle where everybody's going at Thanos and Steve Rogers, with his most worthy self, called upon Mjolnir and was able to pick up Thor's hammer. In this issue right here, Thor number 390, we see Steve Rogers for the first time pick up Thor's hammer and just smash kids with it. It was a different circumstance, you know, of course, but this is significant because of the fact that this is the first time that it's happened in the books, and that was the first time it happened in the film, and this is what we're crediting for that particular moment in Marvel lore. Steve Rogers picks up Thor's hammer and smashes kids. And of course, also in the movie, for the first time in all these Avengers films and all these, you know, guest appearances and everything, for the first time we finally get to hear Captain America yell the world famous Avengers war cry of "Avengers Assemble." It happened in the movie. The hammer got picked up in the movie. This right here is a significant, very significant issue. And it's kind of going a little bit crazy on YouTube. I mean, not on YouTube, but on eBay. I've checked out some of the recent prices, and man, let me tell you, people are going crazy over this one. It's rising. It's definitely rising. And I've had this one for a bit. I actually picked it up for like $5 a few months ago. That's what it's about. Pay attention to the market out there, if that's what you're in it for. Alright, another big part that happened in the movie, the return of Hawkeye. But he didn't come back as Hawkeye, he came back as Ronin. Alright, now this is not the original Ronin, this is the second Ronin. I think it was issue number 10 or something of New Avengers. The first Ronin appeared, but Hawkeye took on the persona of Ronin right here in issue number 27. And so with that comes what happened in the film. You know what I'm saying? And this is definitely the first appearance of Hawkeye as Ronin. And we saw the first appearance of Hawkeye as Ronin in Engame. So this particular book is definitely a part of it. And I don't have the original. I believe this is New Avengers number 30, I think it is, that they're reprinting right here, if I'm not mistaken. But this was the first time Ronin joins the Avengers. This is True Believers. This is like the dollar reprint. I don't have the original New Avengers number 30. But this is where Hawkeye joins, I mean not Hawkeye, but Ronin joins the Avengers. after the events of Civil War, where he had to kind of hide his identity because of some shit he got into. So good stuff to have right there. You know, if you can find the original, you know, New Avengers number 30, that's a good one. But like I said, this is a reprint, Dollar True Believer joint. That's what I got. But this is definitely the OG New Avengers number 27. First appearance of Ronin. I almost said Hawkeye. I combined Ronin and Hawkeye. Continuing on. Alright. We got to see our famous villainous crew of villains, sons and daughters. The Black Order. I love that crew. The Black Order. You know them, you love them. All of them individually. Ebony Maw, Corvus Glaive, Proxima Midnight. Come on, Supergiant. That's what it's about, man. Right here, what we have for you. New Avengers number 8, which is the first appearance, partial team appearance of the Black Order. I think it kind of was split between 8 and 9 for their first full appearance. I think Proxima Midnight and all of them. I think maybe it was Cole Obsidian who makes his appearance in number 9, who wasn't in number 8, something like that. But between 8 and 9, the whole Black Order makes their first appearances. So I think that New Avengers 8 and 9 are definitely key to the movies. Taking it back to Infinity War and all the way into Endgame with that. Big up to the whole Black Order. It's a dope crew. Alright, this one right here is another one that I think is partially about it. Ultimate Comics, The Ultimates, right here. Number 26. In this particular issue, what we see is Tony Stark build a gauntlet to house the Infinity Gems. Alright, now this happened in the movie. You know what I'm saying? I think in issue 27 or 28, I can't remember, I don't have it, but in one of the issues ahead of this, the Hulk actually wields the gauntlet, which happened in the movie, but I don't have that issue. But this is the issue in which Tony builds that gauntlet for it to happen, which happens in the film, so this is definitely key to the movie. Ultimate Comics, The Ultimates, number 26, right there. You know what I'm saying? You can find this all over the place. I think they still got some of these in the bins in Midtown. But it's key to the film. I want a nice little collection of stuff like that, you know? Alright, we're almost wrapping it up. This one right here, as you know, at the end of the movie, with everything that happened with Captain America, Sam Wilson taking over, boom. Captain America number 25 right there. The question was asked already, who's the new Captain America, after he croaked or gave it up, whatever the fuck. I made sure a while back that I had a few of those, you know what I'm saying? I knew that was about to be something. But everybody knows Captain America came back as an old man Cap. And Sam Wilson became the new Captain America. That's it. Long live Cap. I'm feeling it. I like the film. I thought it was fantastic, man. I think these books were great. A lot of the things were pulled from the comics to add to the film. The Russo brothers directed another great one, a whole great whatever, man. I mean, everybody did a fantastic job who was involved. So many people. A lot of people got paid, you know what I'm saying? We gave them a lot of our money. Bravo for doing a good job, you know what I'm saying, and not robbing us. Before I go, there was another one that, real quick, that I just want to say on a side note that's a little pertinent. Exiles. The Exiles. Issues number 1 and 2 right here. As you can see, number 2, who is that on the cover? Miss Valkyrie. Alright. That we saw from her first movie appearance in Thor Ragnarok all the way down here to Avengers Endgame. she appears to be voted in by Thor as the next king of Asgard, which is dope. But this is her first appearance. It's her first cover appearance, I think it's here, but she wasn't actually in the issue. But this is her first cover appearance and issue appearance in Exiles #2. And they based her character here in the books, I believe, off the movie version. Or they based the movie version of this character in the book. One of the ways around, I don't know, whatever. But this is definitely something to do with it. Valkyrie level, you know what I'm saying? Big up to that. And big up to all y'all for tuning into another one. That's all I got in my collection that I think are books kind of pertinent to the film. Like I said, I know there's other stuff out there, like what is it, Avengers #12, where Tony Stark actually wields the Infinity Gauntlet. But yo, stuff like that is dope, man. Put it all together. Let me know in the comments, you know, what I don't have, some information I might have missed about some of the books that I did show. Anything, you know what I'm saying? I'd love to hear from y'all. Please subscribe to the channel, you know what I'm saying? And keep hitting us up. I'll be back real soon with another joint. Peace.